Hello and welcome to this channel. Trust me, I'm so glad to see you all because this is the third day and making it to the video is a task in itself. Right? You all are busy and still you have found a way. If you have not watched my previous videos, I would request you to please go and watch them because there is a continuity, there is a flow, and if you watch those small episodes, it would be easy for you to understand why you have come here in the first place. This 30 series episode is going to tell you what is stress, how stress is affecting us, how we can deal with it, and finally, how can we be stress-free for life even if we are constantly exposed to challenging environments. Stress is a very common feature in today's world. In fact, millions of people are affected by it. Our bodies are designed in such a way that it can handle stress to some amount, to some healthy amount. But when we are exposed to prolonged and unnecessary stress, our body responds. Not only the body, our mind responds. In the next few minutes, I would also be covering how your day-to-day life gets affected because of prolonged exposure to stress. See, when you are exposed to a real threat, your body, your life wants to save you. So what it does, it gets into a flight or fight response. You either fight the danger or you run away from the situation. So in the flight and fight response, our body needs, and that's why releases, two hormones. Those hormones are frowned upon in today's modern world, but God has created everything for a particular purpose. Because of these two hormones named cortisol and adrenaline, the body is equipped to actually run away or fight the issue. In today's world, when a message pops up in the middle of the night, the body is unable to differentiate whether it is just a message in the mobile or it is a tiger you are encountering in a jungle. So you get into those modes, fight and flight, your body releases those hormones, but what are you doing? You continue to sleep. What will the body do with those hormones which have been generated? And this is happening regularly in today's modern lifestyle. So what do we end up with? We end up with high blood pressure, cardiovascular diseases, digestive issues, I would say insomnia, weight gain and whatnot. This is the physical aspect of it, and that too on a superficial level. This is how you begin with stress. And how it affects you mentally, if I tell you, you would be wondering. This is the reason why we see so many failed relationships, why we see students not achieving those kind of results. They don't have that normal, peaceful state of mind which they should be actually having. When stress affects you mentally, you lose the focus to work. You get irritable. You don't feel good about life. You don't feel like giving enough to your goals. You know what? Depression comes from stress. At times, social anxiety. You are scared to even walk into a mall. You at times faint. I have witnessed people who cannot stand in a crowd. They avoid going out, stepping up of their houses. They end up washing their hands multiple number of times. They encounter panic attacks just thinking of some impending danger. Hypochondria, my God, it is getting so serious nowadays. People keep Googling about issues they might have with their bodies which will lead to their death. Can you imagine where all this is taking us? Whatever God had designed to save us is actually killing us because of the way we are handling it, because we don't know how to cope up with it. When I talk about coping up, can we realize that it's not that tough? There are people who have coped up with anxiety. There are people who are doing great in every aspect of life. See, when I say every aspect of life, I would like to, I won't say dig very deep, but I would like to explain what I'm saying here. A person can be happy only if he is healthy, he is having the best of relationships, He's spiritually inclined, he's contributing to the world, and then comes he's rich and he's famous. These two are add-ons. When we have all of it in our lives, we actually enjoy being in this world. So it's of utmost importance that you know how to handle stress. And my friend, it is not difficult. You just have to discipline yourself. Initially, your mind and body will protest because you are used to a certain pattern. But you just need to break the pattern, break the thought process. I'll be helping you in your journey. Shubham would be helping you. And together, we can take you towards a life wherein you would be healthy. As of now, let me give you the pointers. Exercise. Can't you take out 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes and do some body movements? You can just play on any video which is there in YouTube. If you don't want to do that, you can just go and run. That much is enough to release a healthy dose of dose. I'll explain that later, what I meant by a healthy dose of dose. You can do some meditation. Now, when I say meditation, people think that it is all about being spiritual and being devoted. It's not like that. Just sit down and focus on your breathing. Then you talk to people, go out, have healthy relationships, understand that life is valuable, every moment is precious. And if you really feel that it is going beyond you, then I guess you should be asking for help and support. You don't have to be ashamed about it. People have to be ashamed about thinking about suicide. Why? God has given you this life to achieve something, and this is a coward's act. You can face it. You are empowered. You have come alone with everything you need to survive here. You just have to adjust a little bit here and there, and that's why this channel, that's why we are there with you. So I hope you have found it informative. We have discussed importance of stress, where it can affect us negatively, and if it affects us negatively, how it shows up on our body, on our mind, and at the end, we discussed how we deal with it. And yes, I would also like to tell you that tomorrow we shall be discussing the states. The state, when I say state, it is not about any region, country, territory. It's the state of our mind and how the states are formed and how these states eventually lead to stress. Hope you found this video informative. Do come back for tomorrow's dose of dose. Till then, take care. God bless. I hope to see you.